Hello, I'm Sekou, and I'm 17, and I'm from Ashby. I was doing music for a long time, really, and I was always listening to jazz and dancing to soul. So yeah, and it was really interesting. And when I found my feet and knew what I wanted to do, I was just doing everything, really.
What did you grow up listening to?
Yeah, definitely on my mum's side. I was listening to Whitney, Beyonce, Nina Cherry, loads. Destiny's Child, and then my jazz side like Miles Davis, Nina Simone, loads.
And what do you think about modern music then? Is that not something that interests you?
I wouldn't say it doesn't interest me. I just don't feel much emotion nowadays in music. So yeah, I think there's a lot of emotion and rawness and realness of songs back then. But yeah.
Not got any modern influences then? That you...
Wow, I like older people, to be honest. I like that kind of roughness and that the old people did have back then. Not really, no.
Do you just think it was more authentic then back then?
Yeah, I think authenticity is a big thing, and you think you need that nowadays. But yeah, modern music, it's okay. There's a lot of people that do really well, but yes, I think a lot of people are different, and a lot of people like different things.
Yeah, is that what you're trying to achieve in your music then? Because you write songs that are quite soulful and from the heart process then.
I just like the message I want to bring across is just that emotion, and I think a lot of music nowadays doesn't have much like grit, and I think if you have grit and emotion and rawness, then it's just good to show people what you can do and stuff.
So when was it that you first realised that you could actually sing?
I still don't class myself like as a singer. I just kind of feel like I kind of like to do what I like to do, and if you get better on the way, I think that's just an achievement. But I just like I'm a person that likes to tell myself stories and tell people things who I am and show people who I am. So yeah.
Yeah. So what kind of things do you write about in your songs? Is it?
Stuff I've been through, like past experiences, love, and just I don't know. It's interesting when I ask this question, but mainly stuff that I've been through, and stuff like that. I can't write stuff that I don't feel.
No. Have you written any heartbreak songs then, like Adele? Because is Adele a big influence?
Yeah, I love Adele. I mean, who doesn't? To be honest, I think she's great. Yeah. I think I would think so. But it's really strange because I've never actually been through a lot of the stuff that I sing. I do. It's just I feel it, if that makes sense.
So you grew up listening to Whitney. Did you just practice in front of a mirror then?
Yeah. I was always dancing to Beyonce in my living room, in my bathroom, and just singing away to like her Super Bowl performances. And yeah, I think she's great. I think she's probably one of the best singers of all time, to be honest.
Would you say she's the most modern artist that you can relate to then?
Yes, I would say so. It was more the voice than like the lyrics, because obviously she didn't write her songs and stuff. So it was just the voice that captured me the most.
Yeah. So you went to Ashby School. Was there any other careers that you wanted to pursue, or did you just know it was music?
I've always liked music. I've always had an enjoyment for music, and I think a lot of my friends and a lot of people who know me know that I really like music. So I really couldn't see myself doing anything else, to be honest.
And did your school friends, did they all think, wow, Sekou's going to be a star in the future, or?
I kind of just think, I still think they think I'm like crazy and silly, and just they just let me do what I want to do, and I think they've always known that I've liked music, and I will always sing everywhere from year 7 to whenever. So yeah.
What age were you when you got the record?
I was 16.
16, wow. And could you tell us a bit about how that came about?
So that came about. So I was posting like singing videos and stuff on like SoundCloud and Instagram and Facebook, and then a guy from the record label Good Soldier then spotted me and actually thought he was a weirdo, so I was about to block him, because you know how you just get those weird messages and stuff sometimes. And then he said what he did and who he knew and like what he was about. And then I just went down to London and we went to meet him, and then stuff started getting really well, and then a few months later I signed, and yeah.
Was it one particular cover song that got a lot of views on TikTok? Or?
I don't really. I don't. TikTok wasn't like exploding much last year as it is now. But I was just singing like soulful songs and music that I liked, and obviously someone said that they really liked it, that was a good thing.
Yeah. Were you approached by a few labels?
Yes, I was approached by Warner and Sony, and then Good Soldier, but they're a great label, so I don't really think.
Yeah. Is it important to you to be able to go with an independent label?
Yeah, absolutely. I think because they're an indie label as well, quite indie, and they're very independent, and I think that's something that you need, and you just have to be really clever and stuff and know what you want to do.
Yeah. So you class yourself as quite an individual then?
Yeah, definitely. I think you have to. I think you definitely have to class yourself as that. So.
Yeah. Do they let you do your own thing then, kind of?
It's kind of not like we won't care for you. You do this. I'm quite like a minded person and strong person, and I know what I want and I know what I want to do. So when I kind of want to do my own thing, it's fine. I think they believe in me quite a lot. Yes.
Yeah. And have you had any formal training or anything like that?
No, not really. I don't really. Obviously, you do need vocal lessons just to keep yourself healthy and everything. But I've never had singing lessons, and I've kind of learned by myself and it's just like big stars that are like in the music industry, and always watch their ways and learn how to do stuff that they did.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you've learnt from the best.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yes, from YouTube and everything.
Yeah. And do you play any instruments?
When I'm feeling some type of way, I will just sit at the piano, and then that's when sometimes I write a song.
Have you written anything recently? Or?
Yeah, I'm in the studio at the moment, like every day, and doing sessions. People who like write with Adele and Sam Smith and loads of big people, which is really cool, and it's really interesting. So yeah.
What kind of music do you aspire to make? Because did I read somewhere that your ambitions to be on a John Lewis advert?
Yeah, I would love to do John Lewis. I've got loads of ambitions to do loads of things, but the music I want to make is just, I just want to make people feel things and feel like a lot of reassurance and stuff. So yeah, it's hard to explain without hearing, if that makes sense.
What is it about the John Lewis adverts? Is it something that you think that your voice would be suited to then?
I just think it's a great opportunity, and it's one of like many of my goals. But I've got loads, and I just think that would be a great opportunity.
Yeah. What are some of your other goals then?
I'd love to do headline Glastonbury one day, Super Bowl, and just to like remain happy and stuff, and kind of try and do my thing.
Yeah. So you want to be successful, but you don't want to. You want to keep your feet on the ground.
Yeah, of course. I wouldn't try not to, but I think you always have to remember where you came from and stuff, and yeah. Yeah,
and you came from Ashby.
Yeah.
You always lived in Ashby then.
I've lived in Measham, but I've have like the bestest of friends in Ashby. A lot of my friendship groups are in Ashby, and that's where I went to school twice. So yeah.
Yeah, and you said you're going to the Brits next week.
Yeah.
Wow. How did that come about? Is that because you were on the radar for BBC Radio 2?
Yeah.
As well, so is that something to do with that, or is that separate? I
was invited by the Brits by a few managers, and I kind of took the offer because I always wanted to go to the Brits, and I think it's just a great opportunity to kind of to have a look around and watch all like these big people and kind of understand what you want to do, and hopefully like in a few years or whenever, hopefully get nominated and stuff.
Wow. Who are you looking forward to seeing at the Brits?
Well, Adele was meant to be there, but she's pulled out. So I was looking forward to seeing her, but I think everyone, and you get to network and meet people. So yeah.
Is it the best newcomer that you?
I would love to. I haven't released music yet, but that's coming this year, and hopefully I could soon be on the radar of the Brits Rising Star. But we'll see how things go.
Because you were played on the BBC introducing a demo,
yes.
And that caused quite a stir, didn't it? People saying, "Wow, you're headed for big things." What did you think about that?
I thought it was really cool, to be honest. I think when you hear yourself on the radio and people are talking about you, it's really interesting. But you just have to kind of remember, like, you can't get caught up by it and stuff. It's just really exciting, and you don't want to let it get to your head or anything. Because personally, I don't think I've like started much as a lot of people think yet, if that makes sense.
Oh.
So yeah.
Yeah, so you don't even consider that you've got started yet?
No,
Just
not
warming
yet.
up?
Yeah, hopefully.
The magazine comes out in April, so
Okay.
have you got a schedule for big things planned for the rest of the year?
I think I'll be in LA, that kind of time. So I think I'll be doing like loads of studio sessions and meetings and stuff.
Oh, right.
Which is
Why
quite cool.
are you going to LA? Is that
I'm going to LA at the end of February for like studio sessions. I'm going to have label meetings, and I think that's where most of everything is, to be honest.
right? Okay.
So, yeah.
So from Ashby to
America.
London to LA.
Yes, which is exciting.
Brilliant.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.